Welcome back, my friends. The United States Military Academy, best known as West Point, is the oldest military school in our country. Their cadets are held to a high standard of performance, integrity, and duty. But according to insiders, the Academy's leadership has failed to uphold these values. Chairman of Legacy National Security Advisory Group, founding member of Citizens Commission on National Security, and retired U.S. Army Major General Paul Vallely joining me now with a story you'll only see here on Newsmax. General, welcome. The stories you outlined to our producers are shocking to me. First, the instructors and invited speakers hold a strong left-wing liberal bias, often emphasizing critical race theory. Academy leadership has ignored freedom of information requests from parents, graduates, and even members of Congress, which lawfully they are not supposed to do. Then you say the cadets are abused and coerced into getting the vaccine. General, this seems to me to be unbelievable. How do we know any of this is true?
Well, we know it, Chris, because we have talked to cadets. We have these concerned graduate groups now at Annapolis, Air Force Academy, and West Point. And so these concerned graduates now have actually questioned many of the cadets, and that's where we're getting it from. We're not making it up. And I think you remember the old statement, we have problems, Houston. We've got problems. And we have problems with the leadership. But Chris, it tracks back to Obama during the days when he purged some 120 officers, and they became what we call the Obama generals that we have today. And it's trickled down all the way from Department of Defense down to the academies. And thank goodness we have concerned graduates now. Many senior officers are standing up, and we are presenting our facts to the American people, how the disservice is occurring, and I say disservice, and support of great institutions that have provided so many leaders in the past.
Well, General, let me go with some other horror stories here that you are reporting. Coming out of the academy run by this Democrat administration, insufficient or low-quality meals at the mess hall, special treatment of football players to the point where academic cheating has been excused. Leadership allegedly updated the honor system, but it has not made that update available for the cadets. Now, why is that important?
Well, it's important. I graduated in 1961. In the Code of Ethics, in our code, duty, honor, country. A cadet does not lie, cheat, or steal. But the cadets today, they've lost all control of the honor system, particularly at West Point. And what the superintendent does, if there's an honor violation, they have to have legal counsel now, where it used to be the honor committee would decide if there was lying, cheating, or stealing. We had a cadet that stole a watch from the PX at West Point.
Okay, General, if all of this is true, in your professional opinion, how is all of this going to impact our military readiness in this country?
Well, we can already see it happening. The stress of diversity teaching, CRT. They've gone away from teaching tactics and strategy, how we win wars and protect the American people. And I'm not confident we have the generals and admirals today that can defend America as we had in World War II. And this is especially critical with the threats we have against our country today. Very serious situation with the lack of leadership.
Well, yeah, and that's actually took me right where I wanted to go, General. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General White Rage Milley, is set to give the commencement address at the Academy's graduation this year. After his debacle in Afghanistan and commitment to dividing our forces along racial lines, is he the best person to be giving any commencement address, much less a commencement address at West Point?
He should resign in shame just because of Afghanistan alone and tracking in a whole different direction in the training of our armed forces. He testified before. He wants to know where the white rage is. He's white. The only white rage I saw was General Milley. He's not qualified to serve in this position. He should actually be tried for treason for the number of things he's done, but he should not be talking to our cadets at all. I mean, this is a disgrace. And the cadets know it, Chris. They're not stupid up there. They know what's going on, and they're not going to be happy about it.
Well, he is definitely, Mr. Milley is definitely a inferior general, in my opinion. But you, sir, are part of the gold standard. Retired Major General Paul Vallely, sir, thank you very much for the service to the country and for getting the word out about this. Folks have got to raise a stink. Thank you, sir.